Welcome back to the next chapter. We got a new concept that we're doing with this one. We got a 2-on-2 going to 50, similar to the 1-on-1 to 100, where we have somebody that's playing until they give up 25 points. Except this time, there's going to be two groups of the 2-on-2 teams. First group's going to play to 25. Once they give up 25 points, they are eliminated, and the next group will come onto the court. So over here, Rob, what's the first group?
Hey, look, we're going to watch this, and then we're going to watch this, and then we're going to call it a night, y'all, because my food on the way.
That's going out there for you.
Me and Zoe.
Rob and Zoe over here. What's the first group? What first group that's going out there for you?
He looked like he ain't getting no sleep whatsoever. Like he got PTSD. He was getting bombed all night.
Zoe.
Rob and Zoe over here. What's the first group going out for you?
Sitting up Boog and Zay.
Boog and Zay. Second group, who you got?
Me and Dede.
Who you got second group?
Boog and Zay. Who's Zay? Zay. Oh, that's the versus Rob and Zoe. That's tough.
Cam and Simba.
Y'all gonna be able to play Rob?
Right, it is 9-8 on the record right now. Go to tncleague.com, cop a subscription. You get paid.
I think I might have made a mistake adding this nigga on TikTok. He's gonna be sending me all type of TikToks. Oh my God.
Reviews, you get early access, you get a bunch of things on that subscription. Tap into shopthenextchapter.com. Check out all the merchandise that we got on this season. Let's get 15,000 likes on this video. This is a new concept that we're trying to do.
We're gonna like it. Okay.
So you have a 2v2 to 25, and then once that team gets to 25, they are eliminated. Obviously, the opponents, and the next team will check in. It's gonna be special, man. Let's see what's going on.
It's 2v2, so it's a little different.
There's
it's
a
not
potential
like
that we only see one team.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I gotta step up on that shit.
Boog picks up right where he left off.
Hold on, don't tell me they get torched. Cause you know he love them threes.
Dancing and prancing, Boog. Off left.
One thing about Boog, he's going to get him up regardless.
He will
okay,
too.
so
He will too.
We ain't worried about that. We already beat.
We need to see that game again. Zoe versus Boog.
Oh, crossover.
hold on. Let me find out. I'm gonna try not to pause for the rest of the video.
Good defense there from Zay.
Get it, Rob. Yeah, there we go. Dribble.
Zoe's got fresh legs. Pound
Not
dribble.
down. Rebound.
that's
Yeah, he too small.
Rob could get a lot of O boards this game.
Damn, that's all.
Gotta get that
Got
board
another
there
board.
if you Boog. Gotta get all these possessions you can, especially while Rob's outside of the paint.
They calling that? That was soft. I ain't gonna lie.
5-3 early
That
lead.
wasn't even
Team
nothing for
Rob up.
real. He wasn't even close to the rim or nothing.
Hard left, bump, lay.
I ain't gonna lie, this might be
All I
bad.
seen was James Harden's eyes up.
If they don't get the ball back,
Got quiet in here all of a sudden.
like if Rob just run off and just spam, I know he probably don't want to shoot.
Oh, that's tough.
But I'm saying if he really just like he could just abuse that size for real.
Better get him. Y'all better get him right now. He's starting and profiling on y'all.
On my wings here, y'all.
Oh, 3 ball, Zoe. Money.
Damn. Y'all gonna have to.
What do you like to say?
Chicken.
That shit chicken.
Yeah.
That shit chicken. Like my wing that's about to come in.
Sliding. Yeah.
Sliding, gliding, styling and profiling. Oh, they turned the ball over?
I see.
I thought it was a foul. Travel, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know.
Rob Cologne encouraging his teammate.
Rob Cologne
Zoe, moving,
encouraging his
pulling.
teammate. Oh my God.
Hey, you look
I ain't
you
gonna lie,
call that
that's
pushing in the
tough.
back right there though. No, he pushed him in the back for sure. Yeah, he definitely pushed him in the back.
right before he jumped.
Got a screen there, no switch.
Dancing.
That nigga.
And
yeah.
one.
It's,
Oh no, that was
tough,
he was
bro.
That's
tough.
That was a definition of dancing and prancing right there. Ballerina taps.
Yeah, Rob got some great feet, man. For his size, that nigga know how to move. Even if his first couple dribbles don't go nowhere, he gonna catch you frozen at some point. I know because I kind of play that same way.
Oh, they don't get the board there.
That's
Zoe
crazy.
pulls, Zoe makes.
Oh, that hurts.
17-3?
They've gotten a lot of old boards.
Fuck, man. They ain't even got the chance to really do nothing back.
Come get. Go. Fake.
No, you said fake. He trying to demoralize Bug ass.
Bling back.
He said bling back.
Fighting for the board.
Knockdown.
Man, every possession matters for Team Moon in this situation.
Yeah.
They definitely got to focus on securing the rebound.
That was
as well,
not out. Hell no.
They've just allowed a lot of offensive boards.
That was not out.
Securing the rebound.
That was not out. You wasn't even over there to see.
Situation.
Look, hold up. His foot has not gone out
They
once.
definitely got to focus
Nah,
on
they
securing
bullshit.
the rebound as well.
Oh, I'm in the way. Y'all ain't even peep. Hold up. Actually, no, I wasn't in the way. Y'all seen
They
it.
definitely got to focus on securing the rebound as well, because they've just allowed a lot of offensive boards.
They talking about out. Hold up, let me grab my food. He talking about my bad. You wasn't even out, brother. Hold on, though. 1 second. All right, food here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, actually, let me just put it down here. All right, let's get it.
Great shot.
Gotta go on a run, man. They're going to run, you going to run.
Okay? Yeah, y'all gotta go on a run for sure.
This is a one-on-one unlimited dribbles right now.
Didn't stick that shot for you.
That nigga Zoe don't got no pressure on him. Why this weight class is though for real?
If I'm Bug, I get on the same side as Rob here on these free throws.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Damn, 19-5.
I'm gonna set you one.
Isolated, so
Oh, that's tough.
gotta get the board. Got the board. Bug, gotta get going here. Tough shot.
That's got hurt.
Rob downhill.
Ooh, he lost it.
Lost it.
Right. Get your ass.
Oh, like that one. Yeah. Oh my God,
There's a lid
bro.
on that bitch for him.
Can't get one to go.
Oh, he going to the post? Nah, that's crazy. Nah, he don't want to do that. He want to have fun.
Oh, it's just too little.
That's
Just too
tough.
little.
21-5.
Puny.
If he gets that
He said
inside
puny.
shoulder, it's over.
Oh, that
my
hurt. I'm
goodness.
talking about like
That's
hitting
so
that
tough.
toe on the middle part of the bed. That's a different type of pain.
Take the breath out of you.
What? What hurts more, Millie? That or when the breath is taken out?
So you
line.
kind of
What'd
got
you
to
say?
call that
What
one,
hurts more,
but I
like,
wouldn't have been
seriously,
mad if he didn't.
Stubbing your toe or like when your breath is taken out of you, like when you get hit in the stomach?
When you stub your toe, there's a
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a WhatsApp call. I'm guessing that's from my grandma, though. Because my dad's on it, too. So, hold on, y'all. Hello? All right, we back, y'all. That was my grandma. She wished me happy birthday and whatnot, you know. Can't miss that one. Can't miss that one, you feel me?
Just extremely
I just had to
acute
pick up-
pain
pick
for
up
like
that phone
4
call.
seconds. So the pain is harsher,
What we having, a slumber party? We hiding under the covers or something? What's going on?
but when you get the breath knocked out of
Birthday
you,
slumber party, y'all.
I don't know. I'm
Sleepover.
cooked.
Well, not yet.
25-5.
You just
Listen,
articulate so well and decided not to.
6 out of 7.
Yeah, we're
we've
on
been
the-
hooping,
yeah,
too.
we've been hooping, podcasting.
I mean, it's been a roller coaster.
I
I
don't think-
started the trip by throwing my back out. Throwing my back out.
Whoa.
Throwing.
Hey, yo, Millie. What we talking about for real? Like,
Not. Yeah.
nah.
Today's video is sponsored by Prize Picks,
Hell
and it's
nah.
always next
Can't
chapter
let that
money
one
line, which
slide.
means Prize. If you start
Let's hurry up, get through this so I can get my wings and get
that, make sure to use. It's literally line.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Damn, they got him up out of there.
Millie, we've podcasted.
Yep.
We've played.
Yeah.
We've done pregame, postgame, and we've commentated. The only thing we haven't done is done training videos. Let's do some training videos for people. Let's train some of the players, and we'll have every aspect of basketball covered.
Bet.
Who do you want to train?
Moon.
Moon? Okay, I
For
like
3.
Not down.
Oh, when I'm talking about chicken, fried, baked, flame broiled, what do you want, grilled?
I'm a grilled guy.
Oh, that's another one too, thank you.
Zoe's cooking right now.
Oh, that's another
Y'all
one.
didn't see that. Get some water. Not down. Not down.
The Zoe game.
Unreal. It's automatic.
It's crazy
It
because
is
there's
March.
still like
He's one of those.
10 minutes left in
Zoe's
the
the kind of guy that'll take one of those little mid majors to the Sweet 16. It's my kind of guy. Somebody make a
Scar,
Zoe edit.
Scar.
You already know, B. You are. Oh, he's evolving.
oh my God.
Okay.
They want to do that shit.
31-point game.
All right, so chances they get to double digits here.
Double digits. 87% chance they get to double digits.
Okay.
What do you think?
We're on that 64.
Okay. A little lower.
Niggas don't got faith.
Okay, maybe less than 87. Cause what? All right. Chances are up to 94% right now.
I'm good.
Them chances fluctuating, ain't it?
Kicks there. Moon wide open. Bang.
Okay. No
100%.
Here we go. Now, chances they get on the heater.
64%.
Okay.
Damn.
Game to 50. They may try to exploit a little bit of a size difference here. Day-Day matchup with Zoe.
I think that's the best thing you can do right now
Yeah.
because Zoe's the one that's going for real, for real. Rob's gone, but Zoe's on the heater.
Yeah.
So you wear it on his legs.
If you play twos, if you have a size difference in twos, you just ISO post the smaller player.
Oh,
You got unlimited
smoked
dribbles.
it.
If it's not there, kick out, reset. You can definitely spam it.
Zoe is on the heater though.
He's shooting 75% right now.
It's ridiculous.
Damn. Let me find out. Oh my God. Let me find out he frying that nigga like that. Oh my God, I was gonna say.
Here they go. Rob's helping down the kick. The Kareem sky hook.
Wow. I'm a fan.
Oh yeah, do
I'm
it
a
again.
fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Freaky ass nigga.
Pulled his hip. Displacement.
This is crazy. Damn, brother.
All the time in the world.
Now Moon's turn in the post.
Uncharacteristic.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that. They better try to do something else.
Unlimited dribbles.
That's so tough.
God damn.
That's so tough.
Unlimited dribbles, man.
That's so
No
tough.
help
There's
side.
nothing you can do about that.
It's this game.
If you can't slide your feet with them. Ooh, I was gonna say. How much time we got left? I don't think they come back.
Lob.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
That would have been nasty. I ain't gonna lie. That
There
would
is
have
a
been
route to a
disgusting.
comeback. They just can't miss. You go to the post
Percentages?
of a comeback,
Yep. Percentages of cutting it to 10.
cutting it to 10.
Cutting it to 10
So they would need 26.
straight.
Well, I mean, 21 technically.
I was about to say, yeah.
I would say
21 straight?
25%. Because I think there's a route. You just got to ISO Zoe in the post. And you can't miss.
Yeah, you literally can't miss.
And you don't want to shoot a fadeaway.
No.
I need drop steps and sky hooks.
They just going to shoot this. Oh, let it go.
Yeah, he should have shot the first one. I don't know why he pump fake like Rob was super close to him. That's
You got a
foul,
piece of that.
Bro, it might have been ball. 'Cause the way he shoot make it look like, you know.
It's wide open.
Can't make the open ones right now, Millie.
They can't get nothing going. Look at him.
Wow.
Just can't make it.
Especially when you're coming in cold like that, you got to figure it out.
Yep.
How the other teams is going. It's always tough, man.
Come on, nigga, bro. Respect this little nigga. I don't give a fuck. You a little nigga too.
You're a little nigga too.
It is going to be wide open for the kick.
Damn.
Right at the elbow. Yep, right at the elbow. Good call. Good call. Good call. I mean, go ahead, Millie.
If you get the 25, you get these two off.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Oh,
I
I
forgot about that.
forgot.
Why do you think this is a 2v2 to 50? I'm tripping.
I forgot. I'm like, this still the first group. I forgot. They just got to get to 25. I'm thinking they got. Who's the second group?
Oh my God.
Damn, they've been missing the second free throws like all game. Literally the most important one.
Fast as lightning is Zoe. Like, Jesus Christ.
If they beat them with just one squad, oh my God.
Great wrap. Oh my gosh.
Went got it.
Zoe wide open,
Knocked
triple.
down. Ah, I thought he knocked it down.
Plays going on. Day misses the leg.
Rob's still on the
Zoe
floor.
got a 2-on-1 rebound.
That's what I told you to do.
Rob's down.
That nigga Rob was on the ground the whole play.
It's one of those rest periods.
Low gas.
Mhm.
You shall see.
I don't think he hurt for real.
I think I landed on him.
Or was this when he hurt his heel?
Oh, Zoe.
He got the read.
The whole board.
Nah,
Another
that's
one.
crazy.
Got it.
Yeah, this game over. I ain't gonna lie. They got him up out of there with one squad. That nigga Lay wearing the Josh.
That wins it.
Oh my God. Nah, that nigga's nice. That nigga said, fuck y'all niggas talking about. I'll do this shit by myself.
Told you I got you.
Bro, that, I want to know the percentages.
Nah, he was
Zoe's
not missing.
efficiency.
Oh
Definitely.
God, y'all needed a stat sheet. Come on, man. On God, Rob ain't step out of bounds. He wasn't even over there to see it for real. He was literally on the other side of the baseline. Rob was having fun out there. Oh God. Oh God, when that happens, call me. But yeah, like I can understand it though, but
I would say slightly above 50, probably.
50, yeah, literally. 50-17 win for Team Rob in this 2v2, tag team 2v2. I'm lost for words. That's how much of a clinic it was. We'll just see you guys in the next one, man.
That's the end of that episode. We over here, this man went absolutely stupid.
Oh God,
And you got to go up against somebody that wanted, some smoke,
I
some
really
get back.
ain't got one.
And you know, I just come out here and hoop every time, bro. I don't do all that rapping and shit, but shit, you know I gotta rap sometimes. We just switch the crowd, you know. That's it.
We just switch the crowd.
That's it. That's it.
Rob, you went out here with a little small guard action, but just talk about Zoe. I know you were out there hooping too, but I felt like he did his thing big time.
Yeah, Zoe was killing. Shit, I went down to the ground, was injured. He still got the ball somehow. I don't know how. I don't see
Oh
what the
God,
hell
that
happened.
nigga was on the ground for like 20 minutes.
But shit, that's hard.
Over here,
What do you think?
I don't really got too many questions on that game, but Boog, you got to get back out there with Zoe a little bit.
Yeah, nah. I mean, we didn't really get to get that bump that we would have really got in, but it's all love. On to the next.
Bro, the way he's standing is so strong. Like his whole shoulder being forward and shit. Like strong ass stance.
It's all love.
Record right now.
Strong ass YN stance.
10-8. Hey, we are about. Hey, we're about to take. Me. It's me, dumbass. Dumbass.
It's 2 games left, man. It's a lot of time left.
Shit. All right. Well, look. Subscribe to TNC.
Hey,